Why, yes, folks, this is the return of the Platinum Voice, and I am not LL Cool J, so feel free to call this a comeback. Now, I do realize that Mr. Ted Williams is no longer a factor in my world, so you may be wondering why I'm blessing your eardrums once again with the most powerful set of vocal cords on planet Earth. Well, the reason is simple. There's been a challenge issued worldwide, a challenge that I am not only happy to accept, but as a man who is dedicated to the advancement of humanity, I feel that it is my responsibility to enthusiastically dive into this challenge voice first. Now, all of my life, I and the rest of the world have been bombarded with fairy tales. Now, these aren't your typical fairy tales like Snow White or Jack and the Beanstalk, no. I'm speaking of a completely different set of stories. Ones that have been more harmful and divisive to mankind than anything else in our entire history. These are stories that are even less believable than Drake having ever started from the bottom. Now, this is where it becomes dangerous, because not only are we all required to believe these outlandish tales, but an incomprehensibly severe punishment is promised to those of us who do not. If you haven't figured it out by now, I'm speaking of this mental disease that we have labeled religion. This particular disease is the cause of more death and destruction than all other diseases combined, and even without the carnage that follows religion everywhere it goes, it still stands as a massive roadblock in the middle of our highway to a better future. Beautiful, curious young minds are tainted with the arrogant belief that all of life's answers can be found in one book. Now, a mind that believes that it has all the answers will no longer feel the need to search or explore all of life's possibilities. And as soon as mankind stops searching, mankind stops progressing. Now, I know a lot of religious folks will try to defend their religion by pointing out all of the good things that their church might do for their community, but that just doesn't cut it. Although it is a good deed, feeding a few homeless people and helping young Johnny get off drugs through the power of Christ does not quite make up for all of the bloodshed, manipulated minds, the hatred, the lies, the abuse, and every other aspect of religion that has tarnished our existence. Let's not forget about the true motives at the core of these church-going do-gooders. Many people of faith believe that none of us would have any sense of good morals if it weren't for religion. By this logic, religious individuals only treat others right because they are promised an eternity in heaven. Now, that seems like a very selfish reason to have good morals. Well, I am not a believer. And I treat people right because I feel that each and every human being deserves to have their fair share of happiness. And if I can provide even a little bit of happiness to one's life, then God damn it, I'm going to do it. I do not need a reward at the end of my days in order for me to love thy neighbor. Now, with all of that said and without further ado, I would love to accept Brian Flemming's Blasphemy challenge by saying that I, Michael Reed, aka Mr. Platinum Voice, deny the Holy Spirit with every bit of energy that the universe has allotted to me. We did not require God in order for us to exist, but in order for him to exist, he damn sure required us. So until next time, my friends, keep your minds free.